A Russian court has upheld WNBA star Brittney Griner's 9-year prison sentence.
However, the court did note time left to be served will be recalculated in order to take into account the time she has spent in pretrial detention. Griner was convicted on drug charges after a vape canister containing cannabis oil was found in her luggage at Moscow's airport back in February. For more on this, let's bring in William E. Pomeranz. He's the director of the Wilson Center's Kennan Institute. I just want, I'm very curious. I know that, of course, this third denial has been denied, or this third appeal has been denied, rather. What options does she have at this point? I hear that Bill Richardson might help in with some form of diplomatic answer. I mean, does she have any other options?
She really doesn't have any options in the Russian criminal justice system. So any sort of agreement to get Brittney Griner back will have to be through political means. So Ambassador Richardson has already been there once. He will most likely go there again, but it's uncertain whether he has the clout to bring Brittney Griner back.
Wow. We heard Lilia explain that they're going to count her time held in pretrial detention, though that is of little comfort for her and her family. As you're talking about the diplomatic options, one that you and I have talked about, William, is a proposed prisoner swap for Griner and another American, Paul Whelan, who's been held in Russia since 2018. Tell all of us more about what the prisoner swap process entails.
Well, it just simply requires a diplomatic agreement between Russia and the United States to swap various prisoners that they have in custody. Unfortunately, this whole incident has taken place in the aftermath of the war in Ukraine. And obviously, Russia and the United States are not talking to each other, but they have imposed important sanctions on each country. And the idea that somehow that a diplomatic solution is at hand or can be readily achieved is very difficult to see. Unfortunately, Brittney Griner has just been caught up in a world crisis, and whether we can extricate her from that crisis will be very difficult.
So it's unlikely that there would be something like a prisoner swap, or is what you're saying that Russia would demand something beyond a prisoner swap and actually easing some restrictions from the U.S.?
No, I think there is a possibility of a prisoner swap. The name that has been bandied about is Victor Bout, who's in American custody and is known in terms as the merchant of death. Unfortunately, what we have negotiated is a 2-for-1 swap, essentially, that Brittney Griner and Paul Whelan would be exchanged potentially for Mr. Bout. But unfortunately, the Russians basically feel that they don't want a 2-for-1 swap, they want a 2-for-2 swap. And therefore, we would have to bring in another Russian who is held in custody in the United States in order to facilitate the swap that President Biden and his team has put forward.
Got it. So it's not prisoner in sanctions, it's prisoner for 2-for-2.
It's prisoner and prisoner, but it's unclear what Russia will actually demand. There is absolutely a possibility, in light of the severe sanctions that have been put on Russia, that President Putin will see this as a bargaining chip to somehow open up these sanctions, or bring in other types of issues into these negotiations. So yes, the prisoner swap is the best possibility, but it is by no means clear that Russia will only want a prisoner swap, that they will want some sort of relief from sanctions or other restrictions that have been put on the Russian Federation.
Wow. William Pomeranz, thank you.
My pleasure.